Hey there, so you're running? It's on. My producer tells me the camera is rolling. So we're doing a coffee with Brent. Cheap, convenience store coffee, gas station coffee. On I-10 West, where we started in the Eastern Time Zone this morning in Gainesville. And we'll end up, hopefully, in East Texas tonight, going to the lake. And you know, one of my concerns about doing these videos is that I'll be fake, that I'll fill them up with a bunch of, you know, like trying to sound profound, and I really don't want to get in that trap. So as we've been driving along and I'm thinking about what do I talk about with today's coffee and Brent, it occurs to me that we're actually approaching a little town in the panhandle of Florida called Defuniak Springs. And wife, producer, Terry, what do we call Defuniak Springs?
Defunky Town?
Defunky Town, that's exactly right. So Defuniak Springs is this nice little small town that I got my first full-time gig as a minister. I was a minister of youth and education. And you know, that it was something that I had been looking forward to since about my second year of college, and then through, you know, from that point on, it was another 6 years of school. Got a master's degree, and then there was some time where in between graduating, my wife graduating, and us getting married, and me finding a job. So it finally got there. Something I've been waiting for so many years. So second year of college would have been 1983, 4, somewhere in there, to 1991. It was like, finally I got this job. I'm so happy to have it. We've arrived. This is such a cool little town. Maybe we'll retire here. And within a week, reality set in. And, you know, a little of it was, you know, I'm from freaking Miami. That's the northernmost city in the South. It's a big city. It's hustle and bustle. I had gone to school in Fort Worth, which is part of the DFW Metroplex. Tons of activity in restaurants and stuff like that. And so, you know, so a little bit of it was, you know, it just like in terms of like a cultural fit, it was a culture shock to me. But the bigger problem for me was me. That I had, you know, I was used to pleasing people, and I really fed off people, you know, people pleasing. And when you get in a leadership position like this, you're not going to please people. You're going to piss people off. You're going to disappoint people. And I was not emotionally ready for that. And so I was there like 6 days before I could tell I had let people down, and it started eating away at me. And I tried to have a fruitful, productive ministry there, but it was a couple of years in. It's like, man, I got to do something else. I want to go. You know, I wanted to start a church, so I'm going to start a church, and I felt like God closed that door, and so I had to find something else, and that's how I ended up in advertising. Because I was kind of fascinated by communication. I was pretty good at communication, and ideas and creativity and stuff like that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, I went there thinking, yes, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. And as it turns out, the reality wasn't what I imagined, and I wasn't ready and emotionally prepared for the reality. And I'm going to say this. When I left in 1994 to go back to school, I'm not going to say I grew into being an emotional place to be ready to deal with criticism and accepting that you disappoint people. Probably that's something that has probably come within the last few years for me. And so, gosh, that's, I'm trying to do the math here, 25 years. It's like a 25-year journey, more than a 25-year journey. I'm glad it's happened. I guess I forgot to say that I was really pretty good at pleasing people. I'm pretty motivated and high functioning, but definitely a approval addict. And I think I'm over it now. We'll find out. Along this journey, I'll tell you if I mess up and I find myself slinking back into those those patterns. But okay, my producer's saying speed it up,
wrap it up.
So see, even right now I'm disappointing somebody. I'm not doing it right, but I'm okay with that. So my sponsors are not telling me that my videos are too long, but by this time you probably think it's too long. So anyway, it's okay if your reality doesn't match up with your dreams. It's okay if you have to take a detour in life, and it's okay if it takes a long time to learn things. But you know what? Don't be an approval addict. Have conviction, do your thing, and of course, have humility too. But I guess that's it. Hope you enjoy your coffee, whatever you're doing today. Bye.